corner, watching you kiss
Sup,
her.
fuckers?
I keep
It's
dancing
an adult episode.
on my own fuck.
Are you ready to get shitting
That's right.
awesome?
That's right. It's the fucking adult episode.
Mm-hmm.
This was heralded.
It was heralded
This was
eons
heralded.
ago.
This was heralded.
When was it predicted to be such?
Kitty corner.
What episode was that?
It was like episode 9 or some bullshit. I don't know. It was heralded by the bird, and we don't actually know where she is.
It's right there.
So this is actually the adult episode. So I got a little thing to read off here. I'll just put that there.
I can't see. This is a good show.
Good evening, buffoons and potential fans.
Potential.
Welcome to the Adults Only episode as heralded in episode 7, Kitty Corner.
You're right.
The episode is for adults only. This episode will contain swearing, sexual content, alcohol, references to drug use, references to violence, and discussions surrounding vacations. But first, a quick query and a word from our sponsor. Did you know that at least 30% of fans on average are not subscribed? Is it because you hate us?
Yeah.
Or do you just not know that it's free and you can unsub at any time? Today's episode is sponsored by Larive. Do you have trouble sleeping on planes or leaving your house, or also feeling like you want a hug in pill form? If so, Larive could be right for you. Consult your doctor and ask for Larive by name. If you ask for a quote-unquote benzo, you probably won't get it. Side effects include the usual stuff. Don't use longer than 2 weeks, or if you have an addicted personality, which I think would actually rule out a lot of our fans.
Yeah.
A lot of our fan base probably has an addictive personality.
That's okay. They can go in it anyway.
No. You'll die. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching today's episode. This episode is also sponsored by Blackfly Beverages. All the taste of a cocktail without the hassle in one ice cold can. Kate from Ontario has this to say: My drink of choice through life has always been a margarita. Very difficult to bring your blender and mix to parties. Thank you, Blackfly Margarita, and making it with tequila and not vodka. I know you don't use fructose, which is great. Thank you, Kate from Ontario. Also, please do not, I repeat, do not use today's sponsors together or within a 12-hour period of one another unless you want to have a good-ass time. But it could actually cause serious issues, including vomiting, fainting, drowsiness, even death. But part of being an adult is confronting things like drowsiness and even death.
Yeah.
But if used responsibly, one can learn to have some good yet devious fun. And then it says crack open drank, but it's a little early in the day for that.
Yeah, it's noon.
It's a little...
Actually, it's 1:40.
Well, it is vacation.
Has it?
Well,
what have you been doing for the last 4 hours?
technically I'm on vacation. Then that's probably kind of want to... Yeah. Probably kind of want to put that away from me. I'll be thinking about it if I don't. Blackfly Beverages.
It's Pride.
We're sponsored. We're sponsored by Blackfly.
Nope. Is that the thumbnail?
Hold on.
There we go. There.
That's
the thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I banged the mic.
How dare you?
So that'll be the thumbnail. I hope you like that little thing.
That's what he said.
Did you like that intro?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I actually wrote it.
Good I assumed.
The Kate from Ontario thing I did get from the Blackfly website. That one is a real review.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know where she got the tequila thing, because it's my knowledge that they're made with vodka, but maybe their margaritas are made with tequila. But they don't use fructose, which is good. I like that.
I like fructose.
Why?
It's in everything that's good.
Not true. Love?
True. True enough.
Beer? Pussy!
So, yeah,
Pussy!
pussy. I was going to say, this is the adult episode.
We're gonna sing a little song.
Are we?
Yep.
Fergalicious.
I just wrote it, so sing along if you know the words. I like pussy. I like saying fuck. I like doing all these adult things. I know I wanna hurt someone. I know I wanna call someone dead with my stabbing. 'Cause when you're an adult, you can just do whatever you want. When you're an adult, you can do whatever you please. Yeah, when you're an adult, you can take what you want. You get whatever you want, and you don't have to say please.
Pretty good. So many people talk about adulthood being nothing but shit.
Mm-hmm.
What are the top 3 things of being an adult?
Drinking,
Yeah,
smoking, sex.
You don't even smoke, though. So the second best thing about being an adult, you don't even get to experience.
Fucking, yeah, man. That's why things are so tough. That's why it's always so tough for me.
I'd say drinking, money, being able to hate and not get punished.
Sex doesn't even crack the top 9.
No.
It's not even top 9.
Because when you're an adult, you have so much pride.
And teenage pregnancy, you can have sex as a teenager.
Have you ever noticed this now that you have a job?
Yeah.
You have like a weird sense of pride. It's like you feel like you're better than some people.
Not really.
No.
I don't feel like I'm better than anyone. When I see homeless people, I'm like, you deserve my job more than I do.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to feel.
I almost feel ashamed. I'm like, man, they could, if they had my job, they could actually they would use it for good stuff. I go out and I buy crap.
It's kind of weird because now that, I'm not employed anymore, but when I was working and I was earning like a full-time income.
It was like a day ago. It was like 1 day ago.
Yeah. I thought I would be of the mindset that I have more money now.
I can have fun.
I can have more fun. But no, if anything, I got even more stingy.
Yeah.
Because it's like I worked so hard for this money.
Now you've learned the value. You've learned the value of money.
I think I knew what it was before.
You didn't know. You had never had to fucking work.
I've always been really stingy.
You never had to fucking work $1 a day in your life.
Yeah. I'm like Stingy from Loud House.
Who the fuck is Stingy from the Loud House?
Stingy, the guy from
Evangelion.
No, he's where it's the yellow vest. He's from the show where it's like Lazy Town.
Is his name Stingy?
Yeah. He's the one who sings this mailbox is mine.
This fucking pussy's mine. This fucking go up to Sporticus. This fucking hunk is mine. Start fucking the shit out of Sporticus.
I had a crush on Sporticus.
I never understood how Sporticus was so fit, and I knew that it was impossible for me to be that.
Sportiflop.
When I was a kid, I almost considered it more. I didn't consider fitness even possible. So when I'd see
it's not
fit characters, I would just feel guilty and sad. Like, man, I'll never be like Sporticus.
Yeah.
This Robbie Rotten character is a lot more my speed.
I've been under the.
I can be rotten.
Especially when I was like a teenager, I had this delusion where it was like I could become jacked if I wanted to.
You could.
But I just don't want to.
You could. Anyone could become jacked.
Sometimes I'll start exercising for like a week, and I don't get anywhere. I'm like, this isn't going to work.
Doesn't it make you feel a bit better?
Not really. I just feel tired. But I also just do like fucking sit-ups in my room. Like I'm not actually going to a gym because I'm not going to pay for that shit.
Since I started doing my morning exercises, I feel a bit better in the morning. I feel more.
You?
Yeah, I feel a little more positive. I feel a little healthier.
That's good.
I get less. I think I probably get less diarrhea.
I think the point was like 2 weeks ago. I was sitting in my chair and I was like really sore. So I was like, okay, I'll do some like arm circles or something. And I did that and I pulled the muscle and I'm like, holy shit.
That means you need to exercise.
I'm getting
more.
old and
no, man. You just need to exercise more. You're 23.
I'm falling apart at the seams.
You need to just. You just need to exercise more. You're not getting enough exercise if that's the case.
I take the stairs.
Yeah, that's something. That's something for sure. That's something. So actually things are kind of actually crazy right now because we are on
unemployment.
Fucking vacation.
Yeah.
You can't go on unemployment. You're a student.
Oh, true.
Can students go on unemployment? I don't think so.
If you're going back to school, no. Maybe I can go in it for a week.
Is it really? You might want to look into that. I would look into that. I'd look into it if you wouldn't have gotten enough hours.
I tried working EI before, or getting EI before,
but you wouldn't have even gotten enough hours because you started in. Didn't you start in May?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started in April. That's the only reason I'm eligible.
Well, either way, you can't go on EI if you're going to be.
You started in May, and then you didn't. You ended in the second last week of. Yeah, so you wouldn't even if you weren't going back to school, you wouldn't be eligible. It's unfortunate.
No. Remember last time I tried applying to EI?
Because wouldn't you be making above minimum wage?
What?
Like, because unemployment's based on, it's like 60% of your income or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you'd be making above minimum with EI.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
Yeah.
I'll be making below minimum, which is
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. It's not even a big deal.
You know, when EI was like in its golden age in like the
You
50s,
made actually 108%.
I think you made like 70 or 80% of your income, and thanks to Paul Martin and Stephen Harper and everyone.
Thanks to Jack Layton.
Nope. He didn't do anything.
He died.
Yeah.
You said Jack Layton was useless. That's what you said.
I mean,
On this podcast, you said he's useless, and you didn't.
We're not talking about Jack Layton on the adult podcast.
On the adult podcast, you said Jack Layton was useless, and he didn't. His policies weren't progressive.
I'm not getting into this again.
That's what you said.
I'm not getting into this.
Can you just verify if you
That's
still
what I
believe
said.
that, or if you no longer believe it?
I still kind of believe it.
Can you perhaps maybe you were a bit overzealous?
Maybe.
So we are actually on vacation.
It is wasn't it his like 10-year anniversary yesterday?
He died,
Of
man.
being
He
not
died before he
alive.
could even win, man.
Yeah.
You're mad at his policies? He didn't even get to do them.
Yeah.
It's like getting mad at a kid because he didn't oh, fuck, that kid didn't do nothing. Why should I care?
The best
Because he died.
The best politicians are the ones who never got into power, so that
That's
you
not
can
true.
imagine
That's not
they're
true.
better.
That's not true.
That's why everyone likes Mandami.
That's not true.
I
Fidel
have
Castro.
a feeling he's gonna flop so hard.
I'm
everyone's
so
gonna be so
tired of
mad.
your negativity.
I'm just
Every time we talk about a politician that people like or care about or is like trying to do good stuff, you're always like, they're just a fucking liberal. Man, chill.
I'd like to be wrong.
You are wrong.
Okay.
You've been wrong. You said Wob would do nothing.
Hasn't done like half the things he campaigned on.
That's not even true. Name one thing he didn't do.
Electoral reform.
He's working on it. He
Um,
didn't campaign on that, did he?
I think he did.
I'm pretty sure he didn't. I don't think he did.
Also reforming EIA. He said he'd do.
He's working on it.
Yeah. Also, the healthcare system.
They have been doing shit.
The wait times are still just as bad.
Yeah, well, obviously that's not good, but they've been they opened like multiple urgent care centers, and they opened like 2 clinics in rural centers, and they hired a bunch of new nurses and doctors. And he found the women in the landfill. He found
that's good.
his
I won't take that
under
away
his
from
policy. He found that was found. He's also been dealing with a crisis. He's been dealing with the wildfires too, which I don't know. People seem pleased with the way he's been dealing with it. I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, you can say he is not a socialist. You can say this. You can say he's not a radical. You can say this, but saying he's just as bad as the liberals, you're not. It's not even true. It's not even true. It's not even true.
Yeah.
And Zoran Mamdani, man, he ain't even in yet. Chill on him.
I'll chill on him for now, but I have low expectations.
Would you rather Cuomo win?
No, of course not.
But you're sitting here shitting all over him. I'm not saying you can't critique him, but I'm saying he's gonna flop big time.
I'm just saying I've seen this thing play out before where like the new radical person gets elected that everyone likes and then they don't do the thing.
Name
that
another
they say
time
they
it
will.
happened.
All these I can't name this.
Name one.
Mm,
Because you can say like Wob hasn't done everything he promised, but he has done multiple things that he said he would do. There have been multiple promises he said he would do, and he has done them. It's happened.
yeah.
Has he fulfilled all of them? No. Has he fulfilled some of them? Yeah. Name one other politician who has done this. One.
In Canada?
Anywhere.
There's the Prime Minister of France who said they were like socialist and then they made the pension age like higher and then they got mad. Remember that?
Are you saying Emmanuel Macron said he was socialist?
No, the Prime Minister.
Did you know Emmanuel Macron
He's
was
the president.
basically straight up molested by his teacher?
Really?
Yeah, he's married to his school teacher from when he was a kid. She groomed him.
Have you seen that?
Dude, that's just completely going over your head. You don't care?
I mean, that's sad.
Yeah, but say something about it. You gotta come on.
It's sad. What's there to say?
It's disturbing.
Yeah.
She's like 70 and he's like 50.
Have you seen the sexual tension between him and the leader of his political party?
Have you seen the sexual tension
He's
between?
like some twink, and they were always together.
Have you seen the sexual tension between Meghan Markle or
Who?
Angela Merkel and
Is she dead?
Oh man, Angela Merkel's still alive.
Mm.
Have you seen the tension between Angela Merkel and before he died and went to heaven, or sorry, when he ever before he died and went to Yumi, um, Shinzo Abe?
No.
Do you
Did
know?
they have tension together?
Do you know what Yume is?
Heaven.
Yume is like the Japanese
Yeah.
afterlife,
Uh-huh.
and so he went to Yume. Before he went to Yume, he actually had a number of trysts. That's actually a sort of, and they were actually him and Angela Merkel actually sort of would become intimate, and
Copulate.
he would put his sort of katana into her
Sheath.
sheath, yes, as it were.
Remind me why someone killed him.
Because he didn't crack down on a religious group that was manipulating and scamming old people, and the shooter, his mom died, and like her entire will basically went to this like religious group, and so he was upset that Shinzo Abe didn't crack down on them, so he blew him apart with a fucking Fallout 4 gun.
It's curious.
Did you ever see the gun he used?
No.
It was like a weird handcrafted like Borderlands ass gun. Like it was like two barrels on top of like a piece of wood. It was crazy.
Well, yeah, because I don't think they have any guns, period, in Japan.
Well, the military have guns.
Yeah,
That's
but
like it.
I don't think you're allowed to have them recreationally at all.
No, well, you're also not allowed to have them recreationally in Canada either.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, they have like barely any guns there. I mean, there are guns. It's just very, very rare.
Now they'll never have a revolution.
Now they'll, yeah.
Sad. I watched a video essay talking about how Japan is at like a stagnation period because
Yeah.
like apparently the quality of life is so like minus them working is like
So-
everything is affordable.
Everything's perfect.
Yeah,
It's
and
heaven.
because like they have a declining population, housing isn't really a concern.
Mm.
And like
That's why there's no homeless people.
I think it's a lot less than most other developed countries.
Who made this video?
I don't know. It's the one who talks about like Gen Z all the time.
Oh, dude, does that guy even do his fucking research?
He references TikToks. He says the vibe in the zeitgeist is as such.
He said the vibe I get from Japan is that their quality of life is so high that they don't need a revolution. That's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
Did he actually like cite a source? Is he like according to the Japanese Health Organization, or is he like just talking?
I don't know. He references stuff. I never pay attention to it though.
This is a terrible way to tell a story.
This isn't a very interesting adult episode.
No, man.
We're
Well,
17 minutes
we're
in.
talking about killing.
Yeah. It's adult, I guess.
Here's the thing about being an adult: paying taxes.
Yeah, man.
Fucking,
Sure.
you know what they say? You know, it's sort of an old adage. They say the two things in life that are assured:
Head and henny.
fucking death and taxes. I've seen death and I've seen taxes, and let me tell you,
One's better than the other.
one's a little better than the other.
Mhm.
I'd rather die to give him.
I'm kind.
They say taxation's theft, but I don't know. I think it's contextual.
I'm kind of sad because like they taxed me at Concordia, I guess, with the assumption that like I'm earning that income for the whole year. So because I'm only working there 2 months, they taxed me like a third of my paycheck.
You're supposed to always get taxed a third of your paycheck. That's how taxes work.
I guess.
They tax you at a base rate. I'm pretty sure they tax you at like basically the salary rate for that position.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like because
Yeah.
the income is higher, that a lot of it is gone.
Yeah, but you made it kind of sound like they taxed you like 40% of the wage almost.
Yeah.
That's just how everywhere works. I get taxed like 30% of my paycheck taken off.
Oh, by the way, I'm not working in the fall. They got back to me, so
Oh, okay. I didn't think you would. Why would you?
well, because I had some availability, so I'm gonna be a sub if they
Yeah.
want me to.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. Well, you're on vacation. We're on vacation. Hold on, hit it. We're on Can we hit it two? Can we hit it 2 more times?
Okay.
No. We gotta hit it 3 more times now.
Okay.
That felt pretty good.
Yeah.
That felt good.
We're on vacation now.
Can we hit it one more time? Just for the one time? Here we go. Whoop whoop. Wait, go.
3, 2, 1.
But you gotta raise. Come on, you gotta raise the roof. So hit it one more time. That felt
Okay.
actually really good.
Yeah.
That felt really good. My energy's pumping.
Should do
And
that
we're
later.
on vacation. We are on vacation.
Yep, I'm off work. You're off work for the next week.
I'm off work for the next week, and then we're going into a long weekend too. After that week is over,
Straight up.
all the motherfuckers watching, we're going into a long motherfucking weekend.
And we're going to Kenora.
We're going to Kenora, and we're going to hopefully see a beaver. And so it actually, this is the first time in Advice for Buffoons history that we've ever been happy.
It only took 50 episodes.
It took 50 episodes,
Yeah.
but we're finally happy. That's
Mhm.
not true.
No.
We're not happy.
Well, I'm not
Well-
working anymore, so
Well,
I'm pretty
we're
happy.
a little happy. We are happy, and there's been other episodes where we're happy, but I think this is probably the most happy we've been in maybe 8 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Because life has been so miserably bad.
Yeah.
But that's a feeling, baby. Ever lose, I refuse.
Straight up.
Michael Rander. Quote. So, I'm on vacation. I'm on fucking vacation. Fuck work.
We're going to go to Kenora. We're going to go to Hoopla Island.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go, hopefully do some hiking.
Are we
going
going
to
to go to that brewery?
Yep.
Did you put that on the itinerary?
I said if you're wanting to do it.
I do want to do it. I was talking to Chen, and Chen said it's really good, and the food is very yummy.
Were you wanting to go to...
My dad's coworker also said it's very good, and the food is very yummy.
Were you wanting a tour or just to eat there?
Well, I don't know. Do they offer tours?
Yeah.
I think I
But it's kind of the same situation as the Trans-Canada Brewery, where it's just like a room.
Yeah,
with
but
the
then the tour is
machines.
probably only like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll play it by ear. That's vacation.
Yeah.
It's fucking vacation.
I also was told yesterday by a coworker that apparently they have chip trucks in town, and she said that they're that good that she would go there just for the chips. So maybe we
Hold
should add
on.
that.
What do you mean by chips?
Like,
Because this is a fish. There's a lot of fishing in this place, is there not?
yeah,
So what do we mean by chips? Because the fishing. What do we think about fishing? Chips. England.
yeah, but they said it's like a chip truck, so I
Are
think
they
it's like
fried
actual
chips or
Yeah.
chippy chip?
It sounds like fried
Did
chips.
she say potato chips?
I think so.
What the fuck is a chip truck? What
I
the
don't-
fuck?
I think it's like fried chips.
I really need you to before you tell me a story, I need you to make sure the story has an ending.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
I know, but so many of your
I didn't do
stories
any
don't have an
research.
ending. Like the one about the Japan, you said it's in stagnation, and you said, I don't know, I wasn't even paying attention. In fact, I don't even think you finished your point on that.
What was I saying?
You were saying that Japan's in stagnation because it's so perfect over there.
Well, I was saying like they don't really have a lot of like social what's the word? Like there's not the thing there needed for like a revolution. Like
I don't think that's true.
no.
No. Fucking there's lots of poor people. There's lots of poor people. There's poverty. There's extreme social repression. There's fucking
But they were talking about how like Japanese people are so like cautious about everything that the way like young people are programmed the way to live their life because their economy like was so good in the 80s and ever since then it's been on a slow decline. That like everyone is so cautious about money. It's like they don't want to.
that sounds like that sounds like it's in direct conflict with the point this fellow made earlier, allegedly, that they're in boom time, and because everything's so good, they are content and don't care.
Well, I don't
Because
know.
the other point is that they were content.
Yeah. Either way, they're saying that the population is like very
Declining.
well, yeah, it's declining, but it's also
Dude, they're-
like content.
There are crazy punks in Japan.
Yeah.
There's crazy punks. Okay, are you sure that this guy didn't use a source? Because this sounds like a lot of claims to not have a source.
I don't know. I'll try to find you the video after this.
I don't even want to watch it, though.
Okay.
I just want to make sure he's not spreading bullshit.
What were we talking about before? I like that more.
Zoran Mamdani, his
No.
wife is hot. Have you seen Zoran Mamdani's wife?
No.
Have you seen Zoran Mamdani?
You sure
Ooh,
have. Yeah.
he's handsome.
Yeah.
He's not
Who's,
my type, but he's handsome.
who's handsomer, him or Wab?
Neither are really my type, but if we're talking,
I heard that a lot of girls have crushes on Wab.
Wob's a handsome man. He's handsome. I think he's handsome. He's big. He's a big guy. He's like 6'3". I met him. He's got
Really?
a fucking yeah. I shook his hand. His hand's like fucking like that. Like he's got a big fucking hand.
Mm.
He's got like a bear hand. He got a big ass hand.
Abi Khan's kind of big too.
Abi Khan's a fucking bitch though. Fuck Abi Khan.
It's like 6'4".
I fucking hate Abi Khan so much. Remember when we were at he went to the grad, he was playing on his little iPod?
Yeah, he shook like one hand and then went on his iPod
Fucking
and
little
then
gay
left.
iPod.
He didn't even stay till the end of the ceremony.
I think he was watching porn on his iPod.
Yeah.
I heard, oh fuck Abi Khan, fuck this fucking fat dirty pussy, fuck. Fill me up with your fucking shawarma. Fill me up with your shawarma dick. Bro,
Did you know that he's a leader? No.
that I need to clarify that by shawarma dick I meant because he owns a restaurant called Shawarma Khan. It fucking is not. That is not a fucking racial comment. I was implying that he would take a bowl of shawarma and put it in a girl's pussy.
That's good for clarifying.
So that's the adult episode. That's the kind of stuff we talk about. We talk about putting shawarma in pussies.
You know that he's the leader of the PCs now?
Yeah, I knew that.
Why would they vote for him?
Because he's the most popular one.
I mean, he was like the poster boy of whatever.
They don't care. They don't care about that. They like it. They like that bad stuff.
Remember those bus benches?
Let's
with,
talk about that. That's an adult episode.
Okay,
Abi
okay,
Khan was
alright.
trying to reduce fucking trans rights.
Yeah.
He was the fucking leader of the parents' rights movement, which would reduce transgender youth their freedom and their ability to pursue gender reassignment.
Do you think that'll come back next election?
Oh, for sure it'll come back. But I really don't think I don't think it's
It's not a real thing.
I don't think it's well no it is real. It's real for a lot of people. Like
Parental right concerns?
it's real for the kids who have to fucking hear about it.
Well, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It's a real thing that affects trans people. But
And
like,
I think there's a lot of people who do feel that way, but do I think that at least in Manitoba, do I think they're voting based on it? Not really. Not as much as they think they do.
no, like I've never heard a single parent have concerns about like what they're talking about.
You don't spend enough time in fucking comment sections.
I guess I'm not on Facebook.
I've seen and heard from a lot of hateful people that
I've had to curate my social media so much over the years that
Yeah.
anytime I see that my feed is slowly giving me right-wing
It's
content,
bad.
I'm like, no, block.
It is the feeds are just they just feed you that stuff, and
Mhm.
it's hard not to think that it's a conspiracy, like because I mean right-wing organizations do benefit corporations, and fucking social media is owned by the largest corporations on the planet.
Yeah.
Fucking Google and Meta, these are megacorps basically, and all their fucking algorithms direct you towards right-wing content. Who are the people that fucking let corporations do whatever they want and support laissez-faire economy? Fucking conservatives and Republicans. So it's hard not to believe in that fucking conspiracy.
And
I
to,
don't even think that's a conspiracy. I think that's basically just almost true.
like to get away from that kind of thing, I like to follow a bunch of like random accounts, like
Porn.
meme accounts on Instagram. But then even a lot of them,
Yeah.
well, if you're not careful, a lot of them post like right-wing content too.
And a lot of dog whistles too.
So as a result, I follow a lot of like girl-run accounts who
When the
post
fucking-
like pop culture.
When
shit.
when you talk about Hitler in class and the kid with blue hair starts talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Pop-
saying?
yeah.
Fucking heresy detected. Ba, 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 ba.
Slanesh worshippers.
Ba, 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 ba. Can when I say when you talk about Hitler in class and the kid with pronouns start talking, can you say heresy detected? Go, ba, 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 ba.
Okay.
Taste my chainsword. When you talking about Hitler in class and the kid with blue hair, pronouns, and a fucking big nose starts talking,
Heresy detected. Ba, 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 ba.
can you say the taste my chainsword thing?
Taste my chainsword.
Can you say for the God Emperor?
For the God Emperor.
Bro, that's cringe.
Bro, you did not.
Bro, no.
No, he cooked
No,
though.
he's based. Why'd he cook though? Yeah.
We were talking about this yesterday. Cooked can mean both good and bad. Imagine trying to learn English and someone's like, "Bro, you're cooked." And he's like, "Whoa, but he
I'll just
cooked
give the
though."
mic a kiss because I love the audience.
That's sensual of you. Thank you.
I love Atula. I love the audience.
Hooray!
I fucking love Advice for Buffoons, and I love life.
It's beautiful.
And I
You're
love
so optimistic
I
today.
love drugs and alcohol.
Are you just happy because you know you're going to be drinking later?
No, that's actually not even true. I have 2 drinks. I got 2.
Can I be honest?
What?
Yesterday when we were going to bed and
Mhm.
I remembered that we were going to be drinking yesterday, I was like, yeah,
No, I think I'm happy because I'm on fucking vacation, man.
yeah, that too.
I've been having a good day.
Yeah.
Think about all the stuff I got to do today already.
We had a very good coffee.
I had a dope ass coffee. I had coffee from Tim Hortons, and let me just say to all my coffee heads out there, Tim Hortons fucking regular brew is watery and acidic, but sometimes you got to go back to black.
Amy Winehouse.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking back to basics.
Why didn't you get like some cream in it?
Because
cream.
I just wanted to taste the coffee.
Have you ever dyed your coffee?
No.
Would you?
No. Sometimes you just want to taste it.
Does brown feel natural?
It's not brown, it's black.
Mm.
Sometimes you just want to taste it.
What color? If you have tea, what color do you prefer your tea to be?
I don't really like tea, but I guess whatever the color of the tea is. I like I drink my tea black, basically, if I ever have it.
My mom drinks her tea with so much milk that it
It's
looks
white.
like a white person.
I've seen you.
I like my tea a little light.
I have seen you drink tea with so much milk that it looks like you're drinking a cup of milk.
Yeah.
I've seen this happen, mostly in winter.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, I think sometimes I like when I drink iced coffee, I prefer it to have milk and sugar just because I think it tastes better. But when I drink hot coffee, I usually have it black. You can confirm this.
Yeah.
Because I like the taste of coffee. And when you add too much milk and sugar, you're basically just drinking a coffee flavored treat. That's the problem with fraps is it's just a coffee flavored treat. It's not coffee anymore, which is fine. It's fine to have coffee flavored treats, but that's what they are.
I was thinking about
Fuck.
this.
Hits. It's the adult episode.
Yeah. I was fucking thinking about this.
I was fucking
yeah.
and I was thinking.
Advice for Buffoons was written by Vivzy Pop.
So I was fucking and I was thinking.
Yeah. You need a coffee friend.
Let me tell you something, Blue.
I think the plan should be to put you on Bumble or something, and your description says, "I'm looking for a coffee friend."
That sounds like a hookup.
A Sunday coffee friend.
I'm looking for somebody to have some hot coffee
on
with.
Sundays we can get together and talk about coffee.
I'm looking for a Sunday friend.
Yeah.
It's like Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Remember Benjamin Button when he went to go see the girl, and she's like, "Do you have a girlfriend?" He's like, "I do on Saturday," because he was fucking that chick.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, he wasn't fucking her. No, he would just go to a brothel and he would pay the girl at the brothel to talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, not really.
You remember at the end when he turned to a baby?
That part made me sad. And he was a little embryo.
See, the way I was thinking, I was like, she's like fucking 90. He's like a baby now.
Yeah.
They both can't take care of themselves.
I think that's kind of the point.
Like,
I think that's kind of the narrative.
Once the grandma dies, who takes care of the baby?
Well, the baby dies. He dies.
Oh, yeah.
He dies at the end of the movie.
That's true enough.
But that's not real. That can't happen.
When I was watching that movie, I was trying to be like, what is the metaphor here? I don't understand, and I still don't.
I think we might. I feel like
sometimes life moves in the
I honestly
direction.
feel like Richie knows.
Richie, if you know the secret to Benjamin Button.
I somehow am certain that Richie knows.
I feel like in my mind the metaphor is like sometimes life moves us in opposite directions, but we'll find the ones we love, something like that.
You ever find it curious the amount of things Richie knows about that we just bring up on the podcast, and he always seems to have an answer in the comments?
I hate that Richie's so good at trivia.
He is very good at trivia. He's very good at trivia.
I like to think I know things, like at least like in the things I'm interested, like pop culture and stuff. But then we played that pop culture trivia game.
Oh,
that
you got smoked.
Richie smoked me in, and I was like,
you got
fuck.
smoked. I think I was, what was I, second?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at trivia too.
Well, I've spoken to you about this in my teenage years.
You
I
didn't
was
pay
kind
attention.
of I didn't pay attention to anything.
You're playing League.
I was playing League and RuneScape.
League is bad for your brain.
Yeah. StarCraft, it wasn't
tell you
good.
what,
I was kind of like in an embryo situation.
Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty good at trivia though. I think I'm good.
I pay attention now to like actors' names and like current events and stuff, but just like over my head, like everything that was happening at the time, like Crimea and like the election of
Who do you think is
2016.
smarter, me or Richie?
I can't say on the podcast.
Because you know I'd fucking wig out.
Yeah.
You know I'd crash out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well,
I'll tell
Richie
you
knows a
later.
lot more about fucking Rocky Horror Seymour.
You and fucking Seymour's
You and
from
Seymour.
the Little Shop of Horrors.
I don't believe that I'm smarter than any of my friends. I think all my friends have a unique... I don't hang out with dumb people, and there are dumb people, don't get me wrong. But I don't think any of my friends are... I mean, I think there's things I know more about.
My
and
friends are kind of dumb.
There's things... Let's clarify that we're not talking about the overlapping ones. And I think there's things they know more than me about, and I think there's things I know more than them about, and I think we all have our degrees of knowledge. I think it is a way of putting it.
Literally, we all went to or are in university.
I mean, I think that
We're educated fellows.
yeah, I think that I mean, for example, you and Catherine have a great deal more emotional intelligence than I have, right? And I think Richie's knowledge of pop culture is like a lot more encyclopedic, and he has a better grasp of he has a better grasp of grammar in the English language than I do, but
He's an English major.
he's an English major. But I also, but I mean, I have my strengths too, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fucking scientist. I got a fucking science. No,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a keen social awareness. I think I have a decent amount of wisdom for my age, and I think I'm a pretty good problem solver. So that's fucking. We all got our strengths and weaknesses.
I've been telling you, these are all traits you should be a social worker.
No, I don't want to be though.
You can get lots of social work jobs with a sociology degree.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think we all have our intelligence. I think we all have our intelligences.
You could even do like social work administration.
If we're talking IQ, well,
What are you saying? I'm dumb?
I got an IQ of 80.
You did an IQ test?
I got an IQ of 80, bro. How's that fucking feel?
Isn't that low?
That's actually a pretty high fucking number.
Mm.
It's actually a pretty high fucking number to have an IQ of 80.
There was like a
No,
note.
IQ of 80 is like 2 standard deviations away from the median.
Mm.
That's low. No,
Yeah.
I don't have an IQ of. I've never taken an IQ test. I think they're worthless.
I was reading through a patient's chart the other day, and it's like,
Yeah.
the doctor has determined that this patient has an IQ of relatively around like 70.
What?
And I was like,
Doctors can't administer IQ tests?
yeah, that's what I thought too. And I was like, but am I stupider for not knowing what that means?
IQ of 70 would imply they have a noticeable developmental delay.
Mm-hmm.
But doctors, what kind of doctor was this? A general practitioner?
It was like a doctor's note from like in the community.
A fucking general prac can't administer a fucking IQ test.
That's what I thought.
What
We
was
get so many weird notes from doctors that don't. Or doctors are very smart. I'm sure they are. They go to school for 10 years.
Sometimes they're not wise. You can't teach wisdom sometimes.
Some of them are kind of stupid when it comes to like social things.
I've met doctors that I'm smarter than.
The amount of doctor's notes that I get, they're like, please help patient find housing.
Have you ever met a doctor? Have you ever met somebody with like a PhD or doctorate and you're like, you're fucking stupid?
Mm-hmm.
I've had professors that were legit dumb. Like actually dumb.
I had a doctor come to me and he was like, so the patient's homeless, right? And I was like, yeah. They're like, okay, so are you going to get them into Manitoba housing from here? I was
What?
like, sure. I can try.
PhDs take a significant amount of skill and effort, but you don't have to be like a genius.
For those who don't know, the wait list for Manitoba housing are like 3 years.
You don't have to be a genius and you don't have to be wise. You don't have to like know anything about the world.
No.
To get a law degree, you have to know shit about the world. You have to do like logic puzzles.
I was speaking to one of my teachers about this, about the MSW programs,
Mhm.
and she said she's been teaching it for a few years.
And there's straight dummies.
She says that there's a lot of students who come from across the country straight
Yeah.
from undergrad or
Mhm.
who haven't worked in social work at all.
Mhm.
And she said her
They
words,
got
not
no
mine.
life knowledge.
She said they have a TikTok understanding of mental illness.
Mm.
And so they'll say like the mild traits of depression, like they'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, they're sad and weepy." But like I don't think you
Sometimes
know
they're
what
sad.
depression looks like in a homeless poor person.
Depression, yeah, depression. I mean, you already know this, but it's depression is depression can be a mood, but clinically speaking, it's a condition. It's something that persists.
Yeah.
Like I think it'd be easy to like you can't really diagnose depression based on a cross section of someone's life, especially as a social worker. Like
Sure.
like a psychiatrist can, because a psychiatrist asks like questions about mood and past, but you can't really answer that just from like observe. You can't tell if somebody has anxiety or depression from observation.
Well, in the hospital we do like a test that like kind of weighs how much they are on a scale of like 1 to 15.
Yeah, but like depressive moods and like panic can be conditional.
Yeah.
Like
It's always kind of sad, like when a patient comes in and they're sad and they're like, "Oh, they're depressed." The immediate thing is like, "Oh, so get the doctor to reassess their meds."
you
It's
will
like no one thinks to talk to them.
you kind of have to look at someone's you have to the easiest way to tell if somebody's depressed or anxious is to kind of look at if their conditions are good and they still feel like crap.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, being in a hospital is never a good condition.
well, yeah, but that's why it is harder to diagnose people who are in like war zones or fucking impoverished. Like I read an article about this, and I read an article about like post traumatic stress in war zones, and how like amongst like observed children, like 30 to 40% of children who've lived in war zones for like six months to a year display traits of post traumatic stress, but it's hard to identify because they don't act like different from the people around them.
Yeah.
And so because that's the daily condition, it's difficult to assess if like what the nature of the condition is. But also because depending on your scenario, you don't have the luxury to experience bad emotions. You have to just continue living and surviving. You don't have the, if you have a breakdown, you could die. Like if you spend a day or two in bed and you're in like a war zone, you could fucking just die or like starve to death or get blown up. So you don't really have the luxury of being depressed. It's not a luxury. It fucking sucks, but you know what I mean. Like it's it's a bit of. I mean, it is a bit of a privilege to be able to feel bad,
Yeah.
kind of. Which is a part of being an adult. Part of being an adult is feeling drowsy. Kids don't feel
Don't I know it?
drowsy.
Yeah.
Ah.
When did you start feeling drowsy as a person?
When did I start feeling depressed? I was probably about 17.
Hmm.
Probably start, yeah.
Yeah.
When did you start feeling like, fuck, I'm just so pointless. This is just so pointless. We're just a fuck up bunch of a million souls and just in a black, get swallowed up by a black hole.
Like 13 to 17?
13 to 17, you thought the earth should be swallowed by a black hole.
Yeah.
I don't agree with you.
I like my childhood self a lot better than my teenage self.
My teenage self kind of went hard.
Did it?
In some ways, in other ways, no.
Hmm.
In some ways, I did. I was a little bit. I was a bit crueler. I was a bit meaner, but I was also more shy. So it's kind of a shy, mean person is always kind of funny. When you like
I've
meet,
never met one.
really?
No.
I've met shy, mean people. I've met people who are shy and are like cruel and assholes. And then you meet them and you're like, okay, I kind of get this now. I kind of see why nobody talks to you. You're a fucking freak.
Mm.
A lot of people in high school I met that were like that. When I went for a psychiatric assessment, they're like, what did your friend group look like in high school? And I'm like, I guess I wouldn't say they were too popular. A lot of them had mental illnesses.
Yeah. You kind of gravitate towards people with mental illness, I think.
Well, there's no evidence of that. I gravitate towards interesting people.
Mm.
I find
I think if you were in a room with like 20 people from like a generic population, you'd seek out the freakiest looking person, or like the loudest or the funniest, and
the
you'd be like,
oddest.
hey.
Well, because I'm very like, I don't know. I don't know like how much of this is conveyed, but I think, and maybe you can confirm or deny this. I'm a difficult person to impress.
Yeah.
It is difficult for me to be impressed or interested by something.
I think you like high energy people.
Even low
Which
energy
is curious
people.
Because you like me, and I'm like a slug.
Yeah, you are kind of sluggish.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're silly and you're quirky and you're kind.
Mm.
But I'm not attracted or interested in boring people. I'm just not. I get bored very easily, and it's difficult. I'm a difficult person to impress, and that's not something I'm terribly proud of. I like it when I'm in a good mood and it's easy to impress me. I think it's more fun. When I see something mundane that makes me happy, life's better. Life is motherfucking better.
Mm-hmm.
So when I meet people and they seem boring or they don't seem that interesting or their small talk is very gauche, I kind of just naturally like float away. And that's not something I'm terribly proud of. And it's definitely led to conflict in my life because I associate with people who sometimes tend to be fucked up. Not all of them, but sometimes.
Yeah, because you can be impressed by someone and they're still doing like bad things.
A lot of people who are very charming are actually evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I also think, some of the brightest souls, like some of the most bombastic, fiery people are gonna have the biggest highs and lows, almost as a rule.
When I was in like my late teens and early 20s, I had a thing where I found people who were like eccentric and like egotistic and almost like narcissistic, like really
Mm.
entertaining.
They are entertaining.
Yeah, and I like admired them, but then I had to deal with
You
like,
have to be their friend.
well, I think I was kind of put off because a lot of the ways they like inflate their ego is by putting other people down,
Yeah.
and you don't want to do that.
No, I mean, I think a lot of the people, a lot of the
It's like a
times when you meet
sassy gay guy.
I think the most interesting people are the people who have high highs and low lows.
Hmm.
Which means they'll have a bigger impact on those around them sometimes, but it also means that they have a lot of struggle, and so sometimes people don't always function as a normal person or as a kind person, and they kind of externalize that and treat people like crap, or
Yeah.
they kind of think like, oh, I'm so smart, stuff like learning comes easily to me. I'm just gonna fucking like when I went to school, I was a gifted kid, and there were a lot of people who were also gifted kids, and because like I didn't brag about it and I didn't talk too much about it, or I missed a lot of school, I would get ridiculed, and I'd hear the way they talk about other people, and when people learned that I was clever, I would often be included on a lot of fucking cruel dialogue about other students, and especially students with special needs, students with autism, ADHD,
Oh
fucking
yeah.
developmental delay, like brutally picked on by these fucking gifted kids.
Being labeled a gifted kid is not good for your development
No,
because
it's not.
it gives such like
It's
a
such a massive
inferiority
ego boost,
complex.
superiority
Yeah.
complex.
And like you look down on people just for being like what a grade better at math. Like
Yeah,
who gives a
and I mean
shit?
it's a little bit of a tangent from what you said, but you get what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I think the people who have a lot of character oftentimes run a risk of that affecting them negatively.
Hmm.
You know, it's easy to be neutral. It's easy to be neutral and normal. It's
I,
not easy, but
I
you know
think
what I
it
mean.
wasn't until like I graduated like high school that I finally gave up like my
Mm,
superiority complex of like
yeah,
there were good students and bad students and I'm a good student.
yeah.
You know, like I always thought like the bad kids were just bad because they
It's
didn't care about
it's
anything.
more important to be of substantial character than of fucking substantial success. I think any day of the week.
I think a lot of people go through their entire lives thinking some people are good and bad.
Most people believe in a human hierarchy.
Yeah.
Maybe not like as an ideology, but like a lot of people you approach on the street, if you say, are there good people and bad people? They'll say yes. If you say, are there hard workers and bad workers? They'll say yes. Like, are there some people who deserve to be poor? They'll say yes. Like, that's people believe this stuff.
I think it's
Not
more so
everyone.
men who believe that, but yeah.
Ah,
If you like ask a man
I've
like
met
about
plenty
the
of
homeless
I've
person,
met
they'll
plenty
say
of
they're bad.
women. I've met plenty of women who believe in a stratified society.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's just because I hang around like social work women, but
Yeah,
I find a
yeah,
lot of them are more
yeah,
open-minded.
yeah. So people can be so unkind and judgmental. I try really hard to be kind. It's hard sometimes, though.
I almost find it weird to imagine hanging out with men
Mm.
and them not being like a kind man who's not gay, you
You
know?
hung out with Dakota, and Jacobus.
But that's what I mean. I feel like I'm out of my element.
They were kind.
It seems like it doesn't make sense to me.
Men are definitely, on average. We're gonna record for 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Men are definitely on average. I don't think men there's inherently anything evil or rotten about them, but I think on average men are partly due to hormonal differences and partly more so due to socialization are fucking more aggressive.
Yeah,
Testosterone makes you aggressive.
like when I hang out with Jacobus and Dakota, I'm like, this isn't like they're too nice. There must be something under
There
their
must be something
sleeves.
wrong with them.
Not with them, but like I feel like they're hiding something, you know? Maybe
Mm,
I'm just scared.
I don't think they're hiding anything. I
I
mean,
don't think they are
everyone's
either.
hiding something.
Yeah.
Everyone's got something to hide, but I don't think there's like anything evil.
Mm,
They might think that there's something evil. A lot of our friends seem to think they're evil.
mm.
A lot of our friends seem to think that they're like villains.
Yeah.
They're actually deeply normal.
Jacobus.
Jacobus is a good man. Jacobus is a good man. I'll say this.
He talks about himself like he's evil.
Well, you know what? We all have things we've done that we're not proud of, and some people are racked by guilt.
Yeah.
But you know, what's important isn't what we've done, unless you're like a predator. What what's important isn't what we've done, but how we move forward and how we learn from those mistakes and how we continue to impact those around us. That's what's key, in my opinion.
We've gone the whole adult episode without talking about pedophiles.
Until now. But
Until
we
now.
haven't said it. You said it, not me.
I just thought of it.
I've been thinking about them all day. Whoa, dude, this is the symbol of Nurgle. Look.
Oh, shit.
Look at it. Look up the symbol of Nurgle on my computer. We might cut out the audio real quick. Hold up. We gotta look something up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's scary.
Oh.
Can you show the camera?
I can't. This is
pick it up and show it.
fucking. Hold on. I can make it even crazier.
Oh, yeah. For those who are confused, there's 3 circles that have formed from his mic wire, and it looks like the symbol of Nurgle.
So the symbol of Nurgle is meant to kind of look like the biohazard symbol, and here it is. It's like the 3 fucking circles with the 3 arrows, and fucking. What the fuck? No.
Yeah. Good one.
So basically, rot has sort of creeped into my home.
Good.
I honestly feel like I'm kind of Cinchian. I feel like I like dark wisdom. I feel like I enjoy dark wisdom.
You're a dark wizard?
Yeah.
Amen. So anyways,
Welcome to the planet of the sorcerers!
so what do we have to say about pedophiles?
What did you think about that, What did you think about that character?
That's pretty good.
Come on, give me more. Give me more. Improv me. Give me more. Say something heartful.
It was a good impression. It
Of
sounded
what?
like a evil wizard who was very passionate.
Can you give me your evil wizard impression? But do the voice.
Welcome to my lair.
Can you do more bombastic and more campy?
Welcome to my lair.
Welcome to the planet of the evil
Welcome
fucking
to the underground.
sorcerers!
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, if you were a director, I think I might murder you.
Why?
Because where's your advice? Where's your this is advice for buffoons. I'm being a
Oh, yeah.
buffoon. I need some advice.
I don't know.
Okay. So tired. I'm
Anyways,
so
back
tired.
to pedophiles.
So tired.
What do we have to say about them?
I had a psychiatric assessment, and
Is he a pedophile?
no, man, she was actually kind of beautiful.
Pedophiles are often beautiful.
No, they're not. In my experience, they tend to be ugly. And she asked me, she says, do you have any sort of things in your life that come back to you a lot, or like traumatic things that you sort of dwell on? And I'm like, I guess, yeah, I've met a lot of pedophiles.
You said that?
Yeah.
What'd she say to that?
She's like, oh,
okay.
yeah.
She said, ugh.
Yeah. Well, it's gross. I don't like them.
Yeah.
I used to think that I just found it fascinating and funny, but I do think that there's something about these episodes that have given me a bit of trauma or like fear or judgment surrounding like especially when I was a kid, older adults. I've always been very distrustful of like, less so now, but as a kid I was always very distrustful of adults. I saw everyone as like a potential kidnapper or toucher.
That's why you're scared of the old lady.
Well, yeah, I'm a fucking old lady. Well, for reference, when I was a kid, this is a skip ahead like a minute. I'll make this a tight story, but skip ahead a minute if you want to hear about something kind of creepy. Nothing bad happened to me, but it was gross. So skip ahead a minute if you want to hear this. When I was a kid, an old lady came up to me and said, "Can I ask you a question?" She was like 80. She came up to me. She came up like right this close to my face, and she's like, "Can you kiss me?" And I was so fucking, my skin was crawling. I was so terrified.
Were you on the street?
I was on the street next to Safeway, and she was like this fuck, like it was this close. I could feel her fucking breath.
Ew, gross.
Right, man? It's fucking disturbing. And
Were
then
you with your mom?
yeah, so we won't continue on that story. Yeah, my mom was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." And then obviously
Did your mom tell her no?
Yeah, my mom told her no. My mom went no. And then obviously the amount of times I met weird freaks in high school. We've all heard these ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pedophile infestation.
The time we found a bunch of pictures of a
12-year-old boy.
well,
And a
no,
janitor.
it's actually a 15-year-old. At the time, 15-year-old transgender woman was pinned all over his wall.
You meet a 12-year-old boy.
Fucking photos of a 15-year-old transgender woman probably 30 photos were pinned up in the janitor's closet.
Didn't you do that to me in like Superstore? You're like, he's here to meet a 12-year-old boy.
I never did that to you. When I was in high school, one time I saw the janitor leaving his closet, and I looked and I thought, is that who I think it is on the wall? And I talked to Wyatt about this, and we kept like trying to see if the janitor was in there, and eventually we just went to the film teacher. They're like, "Do you have a key for the janitor's closet?" And he's like, yeah. What do you guys need in there?" We're like, "We think we saw photos of a student, and we want to investigate." He's like, "Okay." And so he went and opened it up, and he's like, "What?" He's like,
Was there multiple
"This
photos?
is the face he made." He's like, "What?"
The teacher?
Yeah, that's the photo. There was probably 30 photos pinned up in the janitor's closet. And then, of course, there was the teacher.
Say maybe it's like a family member.
And then, of course,
that's
there was
awkward.
the teacher who would give girls back rubs and call them princess, of course.
Yeah.
And the other teacher who got fired for misconduct. Of course, we all
Mhm.
have one.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
It
so that's what I told
happens.
my psychiatrist. And that's part of being an adult, is being scared of pedophiles.
Did she tell you that those are traumatic incidences?
She said they were funny. She's like, "That's funny that happened to you."
I find it funny that it sounds like she was doing a trauma screening of you and then goes, ugh. Gross.
Because it is gross. I was like, ugh. Yeah. No, she was, yeah. She said that I have reasonable grounds for ADHD, and I more than likely have persistent depressive disorder and a generalized anxiety disorder. Now all the fans know what I got going on
Yeah.
and why I have to take so many pills.
I just want to be normal.
I take one pill, but they want to put me on Wellbutrin.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
You know, it's an ADHD. It's an antidepressant ADHD medication.
All in
So-
one.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a stimulant, so they'll see if it improves my mood.
Mm.
So if it functions, then there's a decent chance I have ADHD. But adult ADHD, it's kind of it's kind of weird to treat that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I listen to a podcast and I'll be listening to it, and it's like somebody be like, "If you're an adult who's got adult autism, come on, just come on. How does that affect you? Just go to work. We all gotta deal with shit." And I'm like, man,
They won't hire them because of it.
this feels judgmental. I feel kind of bad. I'm like, wait, this is like a fucking a dumb guy. I listen to this guy because he's stupid and he makes me laugh. Why would I take his opinion to heart?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's good you went to a psychiatrist.
yeah. We all should go. We all should go to psychiatrists all together.
Yeah.
We should get a group. We should actually get a group diagnosis because we might
Mhm.
have group. There are group psychoses. So groups can develop psychoses.
Yeah.
Do you think? Here's my last question before we leave, and this is a question for the audience. Do you think that a group can develop a collective mental or social dysfunction that can be
Yes.
diagnosed? And
Oh,
will let you think on this. What is your thought?
I think yes. If they've all experienced the same thing, they can all be diagnosed at once.
As a sociologist, I also think that yes, groups can exhibit symptoms of disorderly behavior that can pass between individuals in the group based on either socialization or having experienced the same root event. And sometimes it's good and sometimes it's very, very, very bad, like the military.
Yeah.
Your leg hurts.
No, I've got to go pee, but I
Oh,
want to wait till the end of the
Shit.
episode.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. So that was the adult episode.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, fuckers.
Thank.
Bye-bye.
I'm fucking evil. I'm evil advisor Buffoons.